now to reveal the secret of younger-looking skin with Peter Beard from Skin Genesis. A very good morning to you, Peter.
Good morning, Nikki.
The secret that everybody wants to know.
It's nice to have you back, sir. But you've not come alone. In fact, you've brought the two Emmas with you. Look as though they've set up in a photography studio over there. There's like a fashion shoot's going on there. What's that got to do with skin, Peter?
Well, they're doing a lot of very serious testing here. Before you've actually got the cameras on them, we did some UV photos of Emma's. It's confusing having two Emmas, but Emma on the stool skin, and we spotted some sun damage. UV gets below the surface of the skin and enables us to see sun damage that is not yet visible. What Emma is now doing is checking the pH of the skin, and for the pH is a term that actually measures the acidity, and we need the skin to be slightly more acidic than the body. If the skin is slightly more acidic, around about 5.5 on the pH scale, then everything works well on the outer membrane. So the natural flora that the skin should have on it will thrive, and that will keep unwanted bacteria away. It will also work well as a membrane, so that will keep your natural moistures in and repel unwanted ingressions from the environment going into the skin. So it is very, very important. But since we've introduced these tests, we've found that it's been a very cost-effective, very simple way of getting the right products for all our clients, and it's helped from things like eczema to breakouts, and very importantly to aging, because if you can keep all the moisture into the skin, then naturally you don't have to worry too much about very heavy moisturizers, you know, the old sort of grease paint on the surface to sort of repel and keep in. So you can have a very natural looking skin that is naturally going to keep its moisture. So this is why we do it.
So the test that you do at Skin Genesis compiles really of three very different elements, doesn't it, which will help to advise at the end whether perhaps which procedures you might want to use or which products would be tailored specifically to your skin type. Is that right?
That's right, yes.
Peter, what I'm just quite surprised about, I mean, we all have skin, it's all pretty much the same stuff. Surely the same cream is, if it's good enough for one, it's good enough for all.
I can't honestly say why people have got different skin. They do. And naturally some people will have a fairly acidic skin and some people will have a fairly alkaline skin. But there's a lot that we do that will tend to make our skin alkaline or acid. Most of the soaps that you buy are going to make your skin alkaline. And although if you've got a very robust, healthy skin, that's not going to cause a problem. If you are slightly susceptible to aging, for instance, if your skin feels dry, or acne breakouts, or even eczema, then getting the pH right is critical before you do anything else.
And why is that then, Peter?
Well, because the pH will actually decide how well the outer layer of the skin, the epidermis, functions. So if it's sufficiently acid but not too acid, then it's a very supple outer layer. It is fairly impermeable to moisture either leaving the skin or coming into the skin. Plus, it does actually inhibit any unwanted bacteria attacking the skin. So this is to get the pH right creates the ideal environment for your skin to flourish, to thrive naturally.
OK, well, going back to the two Emmas, and as we can see, our English Rose sat on the stool there. You mentioned in the very beginning that she had some sun damage and you took some photographs. So would Emma have got sun damage in this country during this so-called summer season that we've just supposedly had?
If she didn't wear sunscreen, and we haven't yet questioned Emma yet on whether she wore a lot of sunscreen, but the answer is yes. There is a lot of ultraviolet radiation that will penetrate through the clouds. Some of it will even come into the building. So
really?
Yeah,
through the
yes.
glass?
Some of it will, yes.
Right.
The UVAs will penetrate a little bit. So you can't be too sure, even if you're in an overcast area, that you are in fact safe from the sun. Some sun is good, so you don't want to overdo it. But certainly I would advise people in this country between the hours of, let's say, 11 and 3, whatever the weather, if you're going out, put on some sunscreen.
OK, obviously our lovely Emma, model Emma here that we've got, is very youthful. Yeah. Is this something that you would encourage people to do whilst they're young, or is it suitable for people who might be a little bit older but are worried about perhaps early signs of ageing, or perhaps they're already quite progressed, they've got deep-set wrinkles, that sort of thing? Is it something that you can then reverse by finding out this information?
You can reverse, and Certainly, with severe damage, it will take longer to reverse. So if you avoid getting severe sun damage or any sort of damage to the skin, the less work is required to actually correct it. And I think generally as people get older, you tend to notice your skin aging more. And you can really avoid that if you have good skin care from quite a young age. If you protect yourself from the sun, if you use products that aren't going to strip the skin of its natural acidity or the oils or stress the skin in any particular way, then to get into a good regime young will be very, very cost effective, will enable you to have a skin that you really enjoy. And I think that is more important. To enjoy your skin is a fantastic thing, and you know, not to worry too much about makeup, and it just feels so healthy and vibrant. It is very, very good.
Peter, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Nice to see you again, sir, back on the couch.
Just very quickly, just want to add, this procedure is free of charge at your clinics at the moment, isn't it?
If anybody would like to come along to Skin Genesis, we would be delighted to perform an expert skin analysis for them free of charge. It enables them to choose their products that really do match their skin. We do have a product amnesty on at the moment. If you want to bring your old products, we'll test those with your skin. Ooh. And if they're particularly high in pH, then we will give you a nice bin to chuck them into. It's all voluntary, of course. And we will give you a little discount off proper products as well.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Details have been on your screen on how to get in contact with Peter at Skin Genesis. And thank you very much to our two Emmas there. Rosy cheeked that they are.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Thank you very much. Coming next, all the latest sports news with Jack Dearden. After 8, all your latest traffic, travel and weather. We'll be back shortly.